Good morning. Let's get right to it. Hi, how you doing? It's Kim Overholt here, your party artist here to help you have fun with art and learning a little bit about creativity and how to in style, baby, because I've got it. How to in style. Come on. Anyways, I am here to help you learn a little bit about art, and I appreciate all 34 of you who still are coming out to watch these videos and say a quick hello. Thank you. Welcome. And today I am going to be actually doing a show and tell. Today's show and tell day. La 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 la. Hoo hoo. I can do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. A little showing for you. Good morning. See. Whoops, I missed. I know. So I'm here at my studio. Sorry, I'm here at my studio, Overholt Entertainment, Art and Entertainment Studio. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, obviously, check out my website, kimoverholt.com. Oh, the light shines bright today, and it rained last night. Oh my gosh, we had so much rain and thunderstorms. I fell asleep after a while. It was just like it just kind of lulled me to sleep. Well, thunderstorms have a way of doing that, and listening to some Jimi Hendrix helps too. It makes you kind of like float. Got me floating. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to show off some of my art that you haven't seen before. Maybe, I don't know. Some of it is posted when I do it. It's usually posted over on Instagram, or I try to post them at my Kim Overholt art page on Facebook, or try to put it out there on Twitter. I don't go to too many places, and I try not to pay attention to too many things that are going on, except for showing you like what I got. What I got. Let me show you what I got. Okay, I'll show you what I got. Hold on. So I had that Eddie Van Halen up earlier, and I thought, I'll just open up the whole thing just so I can just throw things on there to show you what I have. Okay, give me 1 second. I want to start off. This was a class that I did for some people, and really simple and easy. It was like a Bob Ross style kind of painting that we did. It was very nice, and yeah, that's one of them. Okay, wait a second. La, la, la. Yeah, I know it means I have to put everything away afterwards. I understand that. Oh, okay. I try to keep them in a nice order. Now, I did this one for the kids at when I was doing the Penn Center um, painting with kids on March break. This was one of the paintings that we did. The kids, you know what? I always said, I was always worried that kids would end up pimping of us. You can see me talking to you too. I was always worried that the kids would end up like not we wanted to pay attention, want to spill paint more, but they did a fantastic job on theirs, and I hope that's the kids that are out there that did it with me keep or have kept their painting, or if you painted over it, that's okay too. Like that's great. But that was one of the paints I did at the Penn Center. Oh, oh, while ago. I say I enjoy having fun with crowds. I've always enjoyed having fun with crowds. Now, this is one of my paintings that I offer to do if you would like to learn painting from me. This is on a black background, like a black background to start. And what you do is just build upon it. And as always, whenever I do a painting, I do the background first and then work my way forward. For those of you who don't know how to do a painting, that's how you do a painting. And Bob Ross used to show it constantly, and people are like, oh, he's so brilliant. How does he do it? Well, he's showing you every single time. He does the same thing. I was like, why does he always do the same thing? Well, he's trying to show you. There's a process, and you can play with it as much as you want once you get the hang of it, right? So I can show you this process. So contact me at kimoverholt.com, and I can show you a little bit. All right, so that's one of my paintings. My paintings that I kind of made up there, or maybe it could have been a Bob Ross painting. I don't know. This was definitely a Bob Ross painting that I did, and I had an idea for just I blocked it off with using it like something made of plastic. It didn't really work really as well as I'd like to, but it still ended up. So I ended up making it look like it goes off the page, like the tree goes up and into the unknown there, and I have a nice little. That's pretty. It's a pretty big painting. Like these are, if anybody wants them, contact me. I do have lots of them. So much so that if you're looking to, I showed you that one. Give me a second. Well, this is one of my photography friend. His name's Dennis Peel. he does a lot of photos of pretty flowers. So this is one of my attempts of one of his pretty flowers. And it's very fiery. And I love doing that painting. And I can teach people how to do this painting. So if you want to learn how to do this flower, have something that in your room that you might need that would work with this, you're more than welcome to that too. All right. So next in line, the kitty show. Sorry, kitty. All right, this is a pretty one too. Also done on a black background to start, and you're making a flower. And it's very, very pretty to do. Another one that if you want to have a painting with me, in a paint class or check out my website, blah blah blah. Here it is. It's a beautiful painting. I can teach you. Another one. This is my favorite of all time. I have this picture, and I made it into a painting. And then I made it for paint night. And when I was doing paint night in Niagara, this painting came up, and I have people doing it all over the place. And I hope people still enjoy doing this painting. It's called, oh my gosh, it's obviously it's a windsurfer. I think yeah, it's called the Joy of Windsurfing. And if you look really carefully, and this is why I love doing painting and paint nights and stuff like that, because I could design my own little ideas. Now, if you look in here, the word joy is actually in this painting. You see, there's a J. Oh. Why? Joy of Windsurfing. You see? And it's so beautiful. And I did a black light version of this too, and it glows, and it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. If I have it somewhere, I will show it to you as well. I love my paintings. Let me see. I do enjoy painting. Oh, this is a pretty one. I have Aurora Borealis, and another one I submitted to Paint Night, and they love this painting too. Paint Night loves this painting. I've had it done many times. I love the Aurora Borealis. It's beautiful, right? And very easy to do. Nice swipes of paint, and you add a little bit of color to it. Oh, beautiful. Next in line is another painting I did. It's kind of similar to, we're trying to make like little falls area, kind of make like little stream coming through, little area. It's your own place. You can do what you want with it. And I was using actually like one of those knives. It's using the knife technique and using a fan brush as well. So I know how to use the fan brushes. I know how to use the putty knife and all the different how to make happy clouds too. I love making happy clouds, and I can show you how to do it too. So show and tell, haha. Okay. My next one in line is another one I did, and this one I did in the shape of an oval. So yeah, I cut out the shape of an oval. And again, I made it wasn't the greatest when I pulled it back, and I went, oh, okay. So I just kind of incorporated making it kind of blend out into the background kind of thing, and made a nice little stream and stuff like that. And that's this is another black background. I start with black backgrounds, and I love doing chalkboard art too. So if you ever want any chalkboard art done, I've done plenty of that. So chalkboard art too. There we go. I'll make a good one for chalkboard art. In line. Oh, and I did this one too for paint night. It didn't get a really big sell, but it's actually someplace in Alberta, and it's a really pretty picture. I used to look at it quite often when I was watching television. Actually, I see this one come up in like a YouTube thing I had, and it's really nice. It's really beautiful, and it's really simple to paint. I can show you how to paint this one. This is so friggin' easy. This is an easy one too. Yeah. What is it? Did I do this one already? Yeah, I did. Okay. This is a nice, easy one. And this is like my version of like doing the falls. And it's really, really, really simple. You get a real close up of the falls kind of thing. And you can do a sunset version. This is also a black background. And you can make that, like the water so deep in the falls. When you see the edge of the falls, it really gives you kind of like it makes your heart start, right? It makes your heart pound, right? Yeah, so there you go. There's that one too. Da-da-da-da. I like to show you what I know because I know a lot. Well, that one's kind of like an abstract. There's nothing really there. Yeah, that one's an abstract too. I will show you that one. Oh, and this is a finger painting I did of Brad Pitt. And yeah, whenever, okay, ta-da. Yeah, when I've submitted this a few times, I've gotten into a whole whack of trouble. So I kind of just, I like to show it off. If you guys like this picture and you would want this, contact me and you can have it. Okay. Like I say, all my stuff is like available, and I do requests. I'm very good at mimicking other artists as well. Let me show you some of my other ones. Okay, this is another one I did, and using the oval shape again. This is from 2019. This is one where we kind of went like, we're kind of getting right out of the painting, and I love that. I can show you how to do that one too. Black background. You can tell I need to kind of like go over a few things. My black still kind of like bled out to some of the things. You can see what used to be underneath. I used to have something underneath there. You can kind of see a hint of a tree there, but now it's turned into a beautiful ocean scene. You see, you can always repaint over everything. There's nothing to say that if it's not selling either, if it's something that's not selling and you can paint right over it and nobody can know the difference, that's what helps too. So there's a good how-to. Like if something's not working, paint over it, do something completely different. There you go. There's that. Okay. Now I love doing other things, so I like to copy other things, but make it kind of my own. This is Baron Samedi. For those of you who don't know, a lot of legend for New Orleans, and it goes even back to Haiti with the Baron Samedi, and this is like the version that kind of reminds me of Live and Let Die, that kind of thing, yeah, ghost, sorry. So yeah, that kind of like it reminds me. I used this as multimedia, so I did more than just use paint. I was using pen as well, so you can see this little pen marker stuff today, and it glows in the dark. It's amazing, crazy. Now I'm going to show you some other cool stuff that I did that kind of glows in the dark as well. Let me see if I can find some. Well, this one doesn't, but it was one of the paint like ones that got a lot of praise when I did it, and everybody in the Niagara area pretty much has this one somewhere on their wall, I'm sure. I helped you guys paint this one. This was a beautiful one. When it first came out, I was like, that's the one I want to paint. I have friends that still ask me if I have this painting, and I do. And I have it. It's a beautiful painting for like, and look at how much mood you have in just that one little. You see, and it's so beautiful. And let me get it closer to show you how red it is. It's so beautiful and very simple shapes. And that's what it is. You keep it simple, and it becomes very dramatic. I can show you all kinds of techniques that I do. So there you go. That's that one too. Not only do I show you, I also create too, and I do murals, and I do all kinds of sculpting, and I do whatever runs under the cabinet. I know how to do, baby. Anyways, another one of my idea of kind of like the Baron Samedi, but it's also like something, what was it, Vincent Price, Mask of Red Death, that one where the guy comes in wearing like the mask and stuff, and he's dressed such, where it's like, who is that guy? It could be Death. Anyways, very cool. The eyes glow. I used glow in the dark paint, so the eyes actually glow too, and I think the cane too glows. So it's a very spooky painting, and Halloween's coming. If you're interested in having a very cool painting. Plus, I want to mention, oh man, every time I think of Halloween now, I always think of when we were in LA and all the great things. LA's great for all kinds of theatrical costumes and stuff. I love that stuff. Okay, anyways, so I love this painting too. And this is actually something that we made originally for paint night. It was Red Riding Hood, and she's actually running away. But I changed it and I made it into my own because It didn't look right, and so I made it look right for me. And that's what you can do with some of the old paint night paintings. If you want to change it up and make it into yours, you can do that too. I love that. Love that. All right. And I'll show you some other things that I do. This is also from a black background, and you can do this one as well. Some more, the light is terrible here. I get real close so you can see it's another, it's kind of like a Aurora Borealis, but like a big storm coming from the background. You can kind of see the stuff, radiation coming from the sky kind of thing. It's like a really, like I was really concentrating on this one. And it's a picture too. So there you go. Very interesting one, to say the least. Show and tell, show and tell. Yeah, I love it. My friend Robert has been doing painting, doing poems of my paintings, and I so love him. He did a great poem of this painting too, and Robert, oh God, and it just makes me feel terrible because I'm all of a sudden Robert Millard. There you go. My brain's just that's it. And so yeah, this is one of the paintings that he did a poem on, and I'm so grateful when I know poets that can make what I see into something that they can actually put into words. Because and a feel, right? Yeah, it's so awesome. I can show you how to do this. This is also black background too. All right. I love showing you guys this stuff. All right, let's continue. Oh, this one I did a long time ago, and this is one of a picture that I did into a painting, and I can do it as a painting. I was going to submit it for paint night, but I decided I'm going to keep this one for myself because it has like such a Monet feel about it that I love it, and I'd rather do it for myself. So this one is mine, and this is as you can see, there's the yacht club's kind of in the background there too. Kind of neat. That's a neat one. One of my faves. All right, and it's up for sale. Everything's for sale if you want it. Oh, and here's another one that I did with the kids the next year for another painting, a March break painting that I did with the kids, and this is like same kind of vein, but instead of like being up like this way, it was this way instead, and we have like a palm tree and it's so easy and it's so beautiful, and kids just love. You can make like little birds in the background if you want to, kind of flying away. Kids love making sunsets. Or I love making sunsets when I was a kid. Anyways, and this is the other one that I did for the older, and kids did great on this one too. Making dolphins. Dolphins, kids love dolphins, and I love dolphins too. Watch this. I make the dolphin noise, and the kids are always, and woo, yeah. And when I did this for the kids, oh, they just loved it, loved it. All right, and I love crowds. Like what I say. It's awesome, awesome. This is one I've done recently, and I thought, this is also from a black background, and I saw this. I'm like, yeah, I can paint that. Oh my gosh, there was a picture that I saw, and I'm like, yeah, I can paint that. Look how easy that is, and it looks like a paint night painting, but it's mine. This one's mine, and I can teach you how to paint this one too. I love painting. Oh, a couple more dolphins. Oh, here we go. This one's called Ocean Sunset. And I was going to submit this one as well to paint night, but I didn't. And I can also show you how to do this one. Sometimes yellow is such a vibrant color, and you want to have a little bit something different in your house. So, something like a nice sunset. It's beautiful. It's like orangey yellow. It reminds me of like an orange, right? Almost can taste it, right? Yes. No, don't be eating the paint. I mean, don't eat the paint. The paint is not just to be eaten. Now, this is what I was working on. I was kind of like thinking about making it for somebody who, when you have that special little spot in your house where you have all your plants, and you have like a little watering, you have all your tools and utensils and a little watering can. Well, inside the watering can is a trapped little fairy. And I was going to make like something like that for something. Maybe see if that would be interesting for people, find it kind of interesting to do. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think of some of my art. I do appreciate it because, it helps me to get a better idea too. And, the technique I can show you. Oh, there are different techniques I can show you. You'd be so excited. This is actually a very fun painting to do. It may look a little drab, but actually it is a really a fun painting to do. And if you want to add a fairy, or you can make whatever you want inside a little jar if you wanted to. But for me, I made a little fairy. So. And I should have up the mountains on these. Let me show you what else I got. What else I got for you? Oh, and I do have a finger painting of Jimi Hendrix here. It's a smaller version, but I think I showed you the other day. There we go. That's it right there. Oh, somebody's like, the hands are out of proportion to the hand to the face. Well, you're actually looking up at him. You're not looking like straight at him. You're actually looking more at the guitar in his hands, rather than then his face. So let's stick it there. And that's what it is. Okay, so my last little bit here, and then I will let you go. Oh, this is one of my favorites from paint night that I kept for my own. I love this one, and with Halloween coming, I like to put this one out and have it like a fun little thing, little black cat, blue eyes. It's very pretty, right? Kind of looks like me. Well, now that I got my dark hair, I mean, it kind of like goes with my look, right? Maybe I should put it out somewhere. Well, hey, put it here. I'll have that on there for a couple of days. I like that one. And I think I like the artist who did it too. They have other ones that they did, and it just brilliant. And I hope they don't mind me displaying that. That's my version of their thing. I love the little wisps, making a cat that has like the wisps coming out. So it's not a perfect straight on cat. It's got a little bit of character to it. Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll just keep it aside. You never know. You never know when I'll come up and start using it again. Let's see, what else do we got here? That was called Black Cat. Oh, this is wrong spot. Okay. Wrong spot. Oh, this one, the next one's going to be fun. Okay, so my jazz musicians, yes. So I was looking today. Sorry, I'm off the camera. I was looking today, and didn't I see one of my jazz musicians? I believe it was either this one. Yes, it was this one, I believe. Oh my goodness, I can't remember what. It's that one. Anyways, yes, let me show you my jazz musicians. So yeah, this is the one that Robert posted just today. This is a beautiful one. Here we go. Back of it. Yeah. And let me show you something really cool. I have a full set. Let me walk. Wait a second. There's a little bit of magic for you. I also have a bass player. And when you put them together, they play together. Isn't that cool? Isn't that the coolest or what? Now watch. Okay. The cool thing about my painting, these particular ones too, is that I also have you got the drummer that can also flows along saxophone player. But not only that, got the trumpet player too. And they play side by side with each other. See? Spreading the sound around. This is one of my favorites. So, yeah, and you can do this and switch it up. So watch this. Watch. I love this for this. Watch. Look at it. See? Creating music together. Look at that. Now, how about that? Isn't that something? I created that idea. Look at that. That's my idea. See? Watch this. I love jazz. You see? Put them together. And I have it so that They flow back and forth, even colors with each other. So you can put all four of them together, and I've got it's a jazz quartet. I can't put them all up together because that's the thing. But you can have them all side by side with each other, or you can have them like 2 and 2, or you can switch it up all the time. And that's the great thing about that particular. And I can do stuff like that for you too, and give you like this is just ideas that I have, and more coming, of course. But I love that one. It's one of my faves. Oh, but I want to show you some more. All right. A little bit of jazz here coming up for you. So, not just only jazz players, but I also have Miles Davis here for you. Miles Davis. Finger painting. I did this as a finger painting. I love finger painting, and I love doing caricatures. Now, if you look real close, finger painting. I did this one with my fingers. It's beautiful, beautiful. I love this painting. And if anything, I keep it for myself because I like listening to jazz, and yeah, I'd like to have more time to put them out in different places, but I never can find them. I did a portrait of myself when my hair was supposed to be like a light red. Looks a little bit different now, don't I? And this one, I got the vampire bite. You can't see that right now. It's just like, not right now. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, this is I got a picture, and somebody said, make your own. And I'm like, yeah, this is my twisted way. See, I got the falls coming out of my hand, got water coming out of my hand. It's very symbolic. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that one back. Okay, let me show you some better ones, some better finger painting. This is a finger painting I did, Mick Jagger. I couldn't decide whether to do a young version or an older version, so I picked an in between. So he looks kind of young, but he looks a little bit older. And yeah, this is a finger painting too. I enjoyed doing that one. That was a lot of fun. And I always look at things like, it's beautiful. I could fix it. There's more stuff I could do, but I'm going to leave it the way it is because you know who he is. When you look at it, you know who it is, right? There you go. So, and everybody can guess this one as well. These draws not divides the day. Okay, this is a finger painting too. I mean, I could it could be better. I could work on it some more. But I sometimes you just gotta leave stuff alone, and just you can kind of see, you can kind of tell who it is, right? Scary. And of course, James Dean. Oh, I love this picture of James Dean that I did. I saw it, and I saw that picture of James Dean, and I went, oh, that's beautiful. And doing a finger painting of that, look at that. You see? Look at. He was such a cool, sexy guy. Look at this guy. Look at this finger painting. I love this finger painting. That's mine. I did it. A lot of people like this one too. It's such a cool one. Anyways, yes, it's, if you're looking for something, if it fits your style, let me know in the comments below, and I will be able to send it out your way. I did one of Sting. It's not the greatest. It looks a little bit mad, but sometimes Sting is a little mad, and it looks a little wonky on one side. But you know what? There's always two sides to a face. You can't see. Sometimes you don't see the one side as much. Yeah, I can see it more in reverse and yeah, but you can tell who it is. You can tell it's Sting, but yeah, I'm fixing it up. I'm always looking to repair stuff. Believe me. Okay. Hey. This is David Bowie, better rework on it. Oh, yes, I did another Brad Pitt. This is an older Brad Pitt, and that's a finger painting too. Da 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 da. And get closer so you can see. Who does that look like? Oh, another banger, one of my favorites. And of course, with Halloween coming. Ooh. And my friends, his eyes glow in the dark. This is so cool. It's a finger painting. It's a finger painting that I did. Thank you very much. Mhm. It's the coolest. It really is. Like, yeah, his eyes do glow in the dark, and I pull it out around Halloween, so it's a good time to start pulling out some of the crazy ones, right? All right. Oh, and I did head through, which I haven't finished quite yet. Oh, hey, lady. Hey. At the moment, a little bit. Can I give you a shout back in a couple minutes? Okay, thanks. All right. I was wondering. Okay, good. All right. So yeah, I was going to show you. Yes, my little head throughs. I do head throughs too. And it's fun for kids to do, and then they look like they're Tarzan. I haven't had the finished color this in, but it is fun to do. Uh-huh. And oh yeah, I did a Johnny Depp. How about this, Johnny Depp? Oh, gosh. This is a finger painting too. Let me get you a close up of it. Oh, look. Ooh, does it look? Does it look right? Does it look good? I think it looks damn sexy. I love this painting myself. I even like the background, the way I did the background and stuff like that. This is a finger painting. I love this. And the eyes follow you. It's the greatest thing. Like when you turn it, the eyes still follow you. I do that. I got that technique down. Oh, and okay, I would end my little thing here now. Last but not least, back when I was in college, I did a project on Diego Rivera, and I had a friend who did her project on Frida Kahlo. And the love between two artists is something very quite special, isn't it? They had a love-hate relationship that kind of lasted and has become legendary, I guess. And I just wanted to show this one off. This is one of the pretty ones that I found of them together, and it shows them very intimate and like this is love, right? In a way, yeah. So, and I want to leave it on a nice note. So if it's very pretty. It's a very nice thing when you can find somebody who brings you that kind of comfort, right? True enough. Mhm. So, yes, and that is the end of my show and tell. And I thank you very much. I've got more, of course. There's the Joe Satriani back there. Of course, I didn't get a chance to show you, but and of course the Jimi Hendrix, and I got BB King over there, which is still like I say, everything's up for sale. If you are so inclined, or if you want to have something completely different from me, just let me know. Okay. And in the meantime, I've got a little. Running around to do this morning. So I appreciate you coming in and saying hello and leave a comment if you are curious about any of the paintings or any questions whatsoever. I try to answer, but if I don't see anybody leaving a comment, I usually just kind of go on and I just keep going. And I'm going to keep going and we're going to keep going on. So I hope you have a fantastic day and peace and brother with a little bit added. And who loves you, baby?